just like plastered to a sweaty dude. like, like no thanks, man. Put a shirt on.
Yeah.
I like Mark though.
Mark
He's
Burns is fun. No, well, I mean, I respect him
he's
because he's older. Respect my elders,
yeah.
but he's just when sometimes he just starts doing his own thing or he's not doing what we're going over. I'm like, and then someone gets hurt.
He gets he gets carried away in the details and then starts moving off into the weeds.
Sometimes I believe that I feel that sometimes being so detail oriented, like so much, 'cause literally you could break down any position into a fucking million little steps.
Yes.
A million.
Yeah.
Okay, now your finger goes like this, not all the
Right.
way,
Not all the way.
just a little bit, and
But
then
they're
and
gross
then
motor movements,
and then your
right?
wrist is gonna freaking internally freaking flex, adduct, right? And once that happens, now you fully grip. What's gonna happen is he won't be able to move his sleeve.
And he does that.
You
He's
know
like,
what I mean?
"Oh, so you get the grip like that, not like this."
Yes.
I'm like, "It's a gross motor movement.
Grip it.
Grip it."
All right, Mr. Sam. What are we today? Monday, it's Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day.
What's your plans for today?
I'm gonna take the girls to the beach. We're gonna go surfing. They're standing up, and
I saw that.
I'm a proud father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what has your experience been in jiu-jitsu thus far? You know.
I feel like it's life changing. It's so far, it's well, first I'm lucky to be able to roll with you and to train directly with you. I feel honored that you take me on as a student, and so I feel like it's accelerated. I learn a lot fast, and for my martial arts training, it's starting to become holistic, like a whole.
Yeah, yeah, kind of like therapeutic. I think for most people, it's like that too, and everyone comes to jiu-jitsu for their own reasons. Um, I don't know what those reasons are for every single person. I know my reasons were for doing martial arts in the beginning, and it definitely wasn't jiu-jitsu, right?
Right.
When I mean, I knew jiu-jitsu for watching like the UFC and the VHS tapes, during high school and stuff because in those UFC events, 93, 94, and on, it was they were there, but I wasn't really exposed to them because there was no internet, right? And back then we didn't have like chartered network or you could just get them.
Yeah.
It's very underground. But I did know jujitsu, but I didn't train it until at one point in our classes we had some guys come in that were wrestlers or grapplers, and they took me down, and it was just like I didn't like it. But then it forced me to learn it because I didn't like it. I sucked at it so bad. I just felt like I was back at school being bullied or in the streets being bullied by, gangsters or people that just were like, they were down to fight. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so, but then I decided, hey man, I need to learn this. And long story short, I just kept doing it, and here I am.
I always thought like for UFC, jiu-jitsu was like it was downplayed. It was always like you'd have the fighters. Oh, that's just jiu-jitsu. Like, look, he won because it's jiu-jitsu, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I never really understood that was the purpose of the
yeah.
UFC.
Yeah, in the beginning, obviously for sure. And then Dana took it over and the Fertitas, and they changed it to what it is today. So what are some of the things that you really, really liked about jiu-jitsu? Not just the holistic, but what particular things, any specific area that you like to do, or that's kind of fascinating, or just most people just like the contact. You know what I mean?
At this point, yeah, for me, it's the survival.
Survival.
It really is. Training in Kempo, we would go down to we've talked about this before, you get takedown, and you're surviving the mount, and you're not really surviving. You're just getting whomped.
Yeah.
And jiu-jitsu actually gives you the context of what you're supposed to be doing when you're down there.
Well, that's good. And I think you're in a good place right now in life. I mean, obviously everyone always says they wish they started younger, but I think for most people, like in your case, you're established already with your life. You're established in your life. You got your business and your family and your place where you live. And I think it's a good place now because you're able to train and you have the ability to train and the finances to be able to train, as opposed to someone like in high school, or you know what I mean, they don't have the funds, or they're getting ready to go to college and
Right.
girls and all this stuff, right? A lot of distractions for the young. Transportation, I think so. For you, you're in a good place, and you know, I'm happy that you decided to do these one-on-ones and enhance your skills. I'm grateful to be able to teach you, but I know I'm not the best at jiu-jitsu, but I do know what I know, and I've spent a lot of time, you know, refining my technique and just continues learning. Like earlier, what I showed you, we went over that technique that I caught you with. I learned that like watching a YouTube video. You know what I mean? I know the position, but I didn't know the setup from X position. And just by watching it like one or two times, replay on the YouTube, like, oh, I got it. I just click here, boom, boom, I got it. So
you're at the master level.
literate, I'm literate. I'm jiu-jitsu literate.
You're literate.
Yes.
I cannot watch YouTube and retain. I have to feel.
Because you're not there yet.
No.
You're still learning the language.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, that's a good way to look at it. I'm jiu-jitsu literate. I could see something, translate into a position that I'm already familiar with or have experience with, and be like, oh, okay, so that's like X move. All I have to do is change my grip here, move my hip there. I got it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you for coming today, man.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
Appreciate it.